Alright, what's up, guys? We're officially live here on the channel. For a weather briefing. We're going to be talking about all types of severe weather here for the upcoming days.
Live.
Hello, Chris. Thanks for tuning in
on
to
the channel.
stream. We're just going to be really talking about everything, basically. Everything is what we're going to be talking about today. Everything. From severe weather to ice to snow, blizzard conditions. Yeah, just an FYI, I'm a bit sick, so yeah, I'll be a bit sick in today's stream. As you can hear right there, I'm having a little bit of coughs here at the moment, so. Yep. This is what we're looking at here. So we're going to take a look at the NAM 3 kilometers. The first thing we're going to do is look at the NAM 3 km. Hello, Mr. Weatherman. Mr. Weather Forecast, I meant. Thanks for tuning into the stream. So basically, just all in today's video, it's what we're going to be mentioning here. I got Weather Bell, by the way, if you're wondering. So basically, let's see. I know it doesn't pop up my pen. Jeez, that sucks. So the Epic pen, the pen doesn't pop up, I don't think. Maybe it does it? I'm not sure. I don't think it does. I don't think the pen on Epic Pen pops up. So, in today's forecast, so as you can see, we're basically going to be going over for today. I'm gonna just put this up for you. Sorry, guys, I had to do something for a sec. So, let's go to the central. For the day 2 categorical SVC outlook, we have a marginal risk of severe storms basically in effect for today. For tomorrow, I meant, where the threat for maybe a tornado or 2 possible. Just basically that. And stuff, and this does include mainly north Texas. If you guys are wondering, probably not a lot of people are going to be in this stream because it's kind of later in the day. Across central Oklahoma is also where the marginal risk is, and it does also extend into central and southern Kansas for tomorrow's categorical risk. And then for the day 3, things shift further to the east, where an enhanced risk is up, and this does include threats for maybe even a few strong tornadoes and damaging winds and hail. Honestly, some of the odds are continuing this to be linear, so the tornado threat would be lower and it would be more of a damaging winds. But if we do see supercells form across this area, maybe we could start seeing some things in the way of tornadoes. But yeah, there's a dangerous enhanced risk of severe storms that is actively in effect on day 3, or this is for Tuesday. Here in that orange area. So northern Louisiana, extreme western Mississippi, into extreme southern Arkansas, and extreme eastern portions of Texas is the main area of focus for this upcoming event here. The marginal risk extends all the way into Florida and further into Texas here, and the slight risk is for all of Louisiana, and does include portions of Mississippi, Arkansas, and Texas. For that outlook, if we do the day 3 combined outlook, it does so 30% significant categorical threats here for that outlook. Then the day 4 severe weather outlook does kind of extend more into Louisiana, portions of Louisiana, portions of basically eastern Louisiana, into southern Mississippi, and extreme south Alabama, and the western panhandle of Florida. You're like Pensacola and Mobile and New Orleans is under that slight risk for the extending days further into Wednesday. So that's basically what we're going to be talking about here, but not just all we're really going to be talking about that. We're also going to be mentioning the fact that there's could be snows, and I mean quite a bit of snows. If we go to National Weather Service's prediction, they're showing that there could be blizzard conditions potentially in Nebraska, maybe the Dakotas and North Dakota in the future, and tons of snow as a winter storm is going to swoosh in, which is basically a part of the same storm potentially. Actually, I'm not sure, but and then a little bit of snow also occurring into portions of the Northeast. So that's basically what we're going to be talking about here. If you guys have any questions, I will answer them on the channel. Make sure to ask me questions, because I promise to answer them. I definitely promise that. Promise you that. Here on the channel. So that's basically what we're going to be talking about. First, let's go to the HRRR model run. The 18Z is kind of out. It only has a 6 hours, so we're gonna go to the 8. I meant the 0Z. So we're gonna, I guess we're gonna have to use the NAM 3 kilometer as our best tool right now, because the HRRR doesn't go far enough out yet. So basically, for this event, if we do look at the dews here, basically just the dew points, you're gonna have your sharp area of dry air behind it, and then that strong warm sector across eastern Texas and Louisiana and Mississippi and Arkansas, where dew points could get up to 72 degrees across that area. So and just some very dry air behind it, where 21 degree dew points. It does get really sharp right around the Texas area. It's just not as sharp up here. That's why we think the severe weather threat's kind of going to be lower down. Hello, Chris. Lower down, basically for southern Arkansas in those areas, because the moisture doesn't really get high enough. It kind of just extends to one little area there, so it's kind of not extended as far back. Let's see, I'm trying to figure out something here. Epic Pen 2R. Why is it doing that? It's like weird. Is it being kind of weird? Yeah, it's being really weird. One sec. Trying to switch this. Will this work? Epic Pen Content Service. Yeah, that's not working either. So that kind of sucks, but I really don't care too much. But I'll basically kind of use my cursor to show you guys where the main focus is at. So this is the dew points right here. You will see that warm sector come in, and those pockets of dry air behind it. if you do look at the temperatures across the area, you can see it's not really, there's not coldest temperatures behind it, so I wouldn't say it's like a cold front. It is a cold front, it's a cold front, but there's still decently warm temperatures behind it. I mean, 68 goes to 66, but you can kind of see that cold behind it, so it does kind of count as a cold front. As you can see further on, that's definitely a cold front right there, 70 to 50, so yeah, definitely a cold front right there, pretty sharp too. The northern edge is probably going to be the most significant. And I do think they could even extend the enhancers further south into Louisiana with this, and maybe even further to the west, potentially. I'm sorry about that, guys. And then let's go to severe weather here. If we do look at the SIG tornado parameters, there is a little space where SIG tornado parameters get up to a 4. That basically just combines wind shear with a low-level jet and all those ingredients. So across this area right here in Louisiana, farther into like western Louisiana and Texas, there's that sharp area where there could be some potential tornadoes. As you can see, even extends into Texas. I wouldn't be surprised. The NAM3 showing that this moderate needs, not moderate, enhanced needs to extend further to the west, potentially, as they are also showing there is some cape with this. As you can see, it's not the best instability in my opinion, but just in the southern tip right here, into the southern tip of there is a little bit of confidence for as the moisture or surface-based cape, whatever. I'm kind of can't even talk right now. Man, this stream's not getting any viewers. As you can see across that area, there is some areas where the cape or instability is kind of get above 1,000 JKG there. It's basically the main confidence. That's the main area in my opinion. And honestly, to the north where most of the enhanced risk is, it's not showing as much instability, but that could still be pretty concerning. Yeah, they still should keep the enhanced in that area, just, you know. If you look at the 0 to 6 kilometer shear, or wind shear, you can start to see those pockets of shear start to form right there. If you look at the 0 to 3 kilometer helicity, or 0 to 1 kilometer, there's some definite helicity values there. It's kind of, you can kind of see that around that time, how it's kind of plumes a little bit, but 0 to 6 kilometer shear, as yeah, you can see that pocket right there in central Louisiana, northern Louisiana would be my main area if somebody would be chasing at. Supercell composite is that areas. Let's look at the updraft helicities. Yeah, we're seeing some updrafts just in this area right here into North Louisiana and portions of Texas, as we are seeing some updrafts there. Yeah, definitely. I see why they have the enhanced in North Louisiana. See, most of the moisture is kind of sentenced into southern Louisiana. I do think they could extend it over into Texas a bit more. But I see they do have those updrafts where the stronger storms do form. Yeah, that's what I was saying, a little bit of southern Louisiana as that, looking at that too. If I can make a zoom right here, one sec. U.S. states, let's put it into Louisiana. Right there, as you can see, some of those updrafts do start to form. Yeah, definitely some strong updrafts right into the north right there. Geez, sorry. I'm sneezing like crazy. Yeah, these are the updraft helicity tracks. So, basically this where the strongest storms would be is kind of sentenced into this area right here. Sorry, guys. I'm crazy with my, and we're gonna put this to the precipitation, basically, the composite reflectivity. This is what we're looking at right here, showing definitely the negative 3 kilometer is really starting to show a line. They're kind of showing a line of storms with this. It's kind of, I mean, we could see some supercells form kind of ahead of it, potentially. I mean, there could be some even embedded supercells looking at that look. It's kind of messy. Maybe a little bit of embedded supercells. It's basically a messy line. It does seem to be more damaging wind threat right around there. Honestly, I'm really concerned for this right here. Around this time, around like 8 p.m. That's definitely concerning. With that, so that is starting to show some of those big storms start to form there. If we do, let's look at the. One sec, I'm trying to find it. I'm kind of new to this, so. Wow, yeah. They 850 millibar winds. Only showing that lower level jet there. Really centered in those areas. Let's pull up the ECMWF for the European model here, and let's go put this more to U.S. regions central. It's really this is the. If we do look at the trough, this is the big trough ejection that we do have right here, with the low pressure sentence right when this would basically head through the low pressure to be right in central Nebraska, right when this storm kind of heads into the areas. It's right around Nebraska and stuff. And then if we do look at the 850 millibar winds, yeah, they do show that strong low pressure right there, the strong bowling ball, and then this area where the lower level jet just seemed to be a little bit higher, as I can definitely see from that. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at that relative humidity. There is some moist air there, as you can definitely see. And then, yeah, definitely that. If we do look at some of the European model for moisture, they're not showing as high, but this is pretty good for moisture, to be honest. It's showing it further north. The negative 3 kilometers pushing this much further south, but the Europeans actually showing this almost up to like Missouri, getting 60-degree dew points. So, if anybody new is watching on the right side of my screen, that's showing what we're paying attention to, is the risk of severe storms. Man, this could cause a lot of rain too. This could definitely have a significant flash flooding threat into Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama. It's definitely something we need to be paying attention to. For this, let's go back. What model should we check out? Let's check out the GFS and see what their collidance with this is. GFS showing that big snow storm. Yeah, they're definitely showing that. Let's pull up the severe weather surface-based CAPE. Geez, GFS is actually kind of uptrending this thing much more than the NAM 3 kilometer. Hello, Chris. Yeah, guys, if you guys have any questions, I will answer them on the channel here. If you have questions about what's going on, I promise you I will answer them. Yeah, GFS is uptrending this more than the NAM 3 kilometer. The they are showing Cape above 1,000 really into these areas, but on the next scan, it kind of goes down. So it really depends on these models. Right now, I really don't think the severe weather threat's going to go too really much. I don't think it's going to even really get up to Little Rock by some of these models. See, the European models thinking it could extend just a tad bit further north up to maybe Little Rock, but not with the other models. So really my main confidence would be this very extreme South Louisiana, central and northern Louisiana, into east Texas, portions of Texas for this here. If you look at the low pressure from this storm, it does get to about 991. So it's a pretty strong low pressure system that is going to cause a severe weather threat. Here, yeah, definitely a strong low pressure. Looks like the model is almost trying to form a new low pressure. It's trying to say that this one will break and kind of weaken and then form a new low pressure. Maybe that could potentially happen, but depends. If you look at the instantaneous flash rate, here, yeah, European is going off with this instantaneous flash rate right there. That's really showing just, this is area where lightning concentration's at. European showing severe weather could get all the way up into those areas. So this is basically the area I'm mainly concerned for these areas right here. Really into Texas. If I made my own outlook, I'd kind of put it into almost central into northern Louisiana and a little bit further to the west into Texas than the SBC kind of shows for this. Yeah, basically for newcomers on the channel, this is what we're mainly focused on, is this day 3 slight risk. If we go further into the future here with this too, for the day, we haven't really looked at this, but for the day 5 threat, the Wednesday's threat, yeah, the severe weather could definitely extend into Wednesday. I can definitely see that happening. Let's pull up the NAM 3-kilometer model again. NAM 3-kilometer. NAM 3-kilometer does show it kind of. Oh, and the NAM 3-kilometer doesn't show it further out. Let's see if the HRRR model run is back. HRRR. The 0Z's only out to 18 hours so far, so it's not ready yet. Which kind of sucks, but yeah. 1 second, guys. Since we basically covered a lot of severe weather, make sure to be prepared in those areas that I really mentioned about. Not just do we have this big storm with a severe weather threats potential. That's not all we have here. For this potential severe weather threat, we could, not just do we have the severe weather potential, we could see a big ice event come on. That's what the NAM 3-kilometer model is showing. Things really could change here, but it is showing that, remember, so it's only one model, so don't take this fully, but it is showing a big ice storm to set up in portions of Iowa and Nebraska into South Dakota near like Omaha areas. We'll see if that really spreads out and ends up happening, but it really shows that's really storm, guys. It really definitely shows that. Hello, Jeannie. Thanks for tuning into the stream. Means a lot. It really shows that storm there with the low pressure centered into Nebraska, with the low pressure right here, pushing further down. Yeah, there could be some ice and then blizzard conditions potentially in the portions of the Dakotas here and some of the mountains and the Rockies near Wyoming and stuff. In Minnesota, that could have some very heavy snow being showed. I mean, I don't really like looking at snow potential from this far out. But I don't really like looking at snow this far out because it's harder to look at for that. But I'm gonna take a look at it. So yeah, the NAM 3 kilometer is kind of going crazy with this. I mean, if we do pull up South Dakota, let's pull up the Dakotas here. Where's South Dakota? Man, I'm trying to find it here. It's kind of man. Oh man, I can't see where it is. Sorry guys, I'm not feeling the best, but so yeah, let's kind of look at the South Dakota areas here. Where the heck is South Dakota? I can't pull it up, but I guess I'll just pull up the U.S. regions and do a sec. This area does start to show. I mean, NAM 3 kilometers going crazy with this thing. I do think we could get. I mean, this model is showing up 20 inches of snow, up to 2 feet of snow is what this thing is showing across South Dakota, and North Dakota. They could get mainly ranging up to a foot. This whole area could get quite a bit of snow. I do think this whole area could get a lot of snow. Yes, I do definitely think that. And maybe even some blizzard conditions. Let's look at the winds. 10-meter wind gusts from this. I mean, yeah, that's some pretty strong gusts. Oh, yeah, they're showing very strong winds. I mean, that could get up to 80 miles an hour winds. And the wind speeds basically showing 45 miles an hour wind speeds, up to 50 miles an hour winds. So yeah, it's definitely pretty crazy there. Some strong winds. Oh, I just realized I was looking at kilometers per hour. Sorry about that. But yeah, definitely could gust up to 55 miles per hour in some spots in the Dakotas and in Nebraska. That could cause some blizzard conditions. Yeah, that definitely could happen. That's definitely pretty concerning with that. It's definitely something we need to be paying attention to in the future. Hello, Jason. Thanks for tuning in the stream. But if we go back to the NAM 3 kilometer, one sec, let's go back to the severe weather potential threats here in the South U.S. Let's pull up I can't believe they can do U.S. Wait, I can't believe they can do cities. That's kind of cool. Like, I could literally pull up into a certain city. Jeez, that's really awesome. That's pretty cool. But let's pull up the U.S. states, and then let's pull up Louisiana. So if we do look at the CAPE, or the convective available potential entry, I'm just going to look back at this all over again for newcomers. I'm really concerned for convective available potential energy. As you can see, across Louisiana, we could get CAPE, or basically instability, up to 1,400 across these areas. So yeah, definitely some decent CAPE values. And SIG tornado parameters, basically combining the lower level jet and the all the shear and the instability and moisture, kind of combining all that stuff into one, all the tornado parameters. Kind of shows the 6 tornado parameters going all the way into Louisiana here. Central, northern Louisiana, basically is where it's forecasted to be near. Shear values, you can definitely see some of that shear heading into Louisiana here, and even Texas. I wouldn't even be surprised if this extended further into portions of Texas. Hello, Jonathan. Thanks for tuning into the stream. That definitely means a lot to me. Make sure to subscribe to the channel so your weather word during future severe weather here. Yeah, definitely showing those helicity values too. There's definitely some helicity. You can see that helicity. If we do look at the updraft helicity tracks, right there is the updraft helicities tracks. You can definitely show some of those stronger storms into northern Louisiana. That's definitely the highest updrafts kind of into northern Louisiana. Central northern Louisiana. Northern Louisiana is my biggest area of concern. And then maybe even portions of Texas and central Louisiana could get into the action too. If they would issue a moderate risk, I'm not saying they are going to issue one, but just if they would, I'll mainly focus it in the central northern Louisiana. Oh wow, yeah, that's crazy below normal, Jason. And then yeah, definitely showing that. Thanks everybody for tuning into the stream here. Thanks for all the support, guys. It means definitely a lot to me. Here. Definitely showing that line of storms. Miles definitely showing that line of storms in the central. So basically, central northern Louisiana, extreme south Arkansas, and into eastern portions of Texas, extreme eastern Texas, really needs to be well aware for this potential threat. On Tuesday, as you can see, this could become maybe even potentially a nocturnal threat. So we could see potential for maybe nocturnal tornadoes. So yeah. Okay, Jonathan. Yeah, it's definitely something we need to be concerned for. If we do look at the temperatures here, definitely those cooler air behind it, and those definite you can see the temperatures getting into the 70s here. Yeah, true, Jason. Say there's another snowstorm. Memphis might get snow at Christmas. And it maybe. Depends, Bryce, maybe. It's really far out to look at that stuff, but I can take a look at that for you, so. Name is right. I mean, not European, yeah. Yep. Yeah, true. I bet you would want that. I do want snow, too. Then we do look at the moisture, or the dew points, surface moisture. Here, showing those dew points into the 60s, upper 60s, really. So yeah, upper 60s, yeah, maybe even to the 70s. So this is just a good area for severe weather. That's a pretty good prime environment there. Okay, so for you, I'm gonna look very far out, and we're getting into La La Land here, guys. So what I'm about to show you. I'm a little bit sick, sorry. What I'm about to show you guys, don't take this seriously. If I look at this, don't say, oh, guys, it's going to happen. That doesn't mean it's going to happen. So don't say I'm going to be the person wrong. Like, if the model says it and I show it to you guys and you might think, don't, like, mention about it and stuff. Because this is where we go really far out, and the models can change all the time. The models can be inaccurate, because think of it as a robot. It's not always accurate. So, let's go to the United States, and let's really look at this in depth. So, for the Christmas day here, this is on Christmas. Yeah, this GFS model is showing temperatures to get extremely cold, and what I mean is extremely cold. This is the temperatures. Sorry, I was on the Celsius. Yeah, very cold temperatures on Christmas. So yeah, there could definitely be some very cold temperatures on Christmas potentially. Remember, don't take this 100% seriously. But now we're about to get into crazy land. Remember, don't take this seriously. Yeah, I can see what you mean. On the 22nd, they're showing it's actually bad. They're showing a little bit of an ice storm in Memphis. You're saying models are showing that. Okay, Jason. You be possibly chasing Arkansas Mississippi Delta area, depending on. Yeah, okay. I think central northern Louisiana is concerning. It could be issued, I don't know about tomorrow, but it could be issued by day 1. So your stuff was originally going to hit Memphis, but it's shifted south. Yeah, I'm not really concerned for Memphis because the moisture doesn't get that far north. It was originally saying that, but it's not going to get that far north. Yeah, potentially. So they are showing snow. Honestly, they are showing a snowstorm. They all extend all the way into the northern areas. So yeah, definitely crazy model showing that. So just take this with a grain of salt. Don't take this stuff seriously because this stuff is really far out. I mean, for this given storm, we could get some very, very heavy rainfall with this too. I gotta end this stream in a sec because I gotta go get in the shower and I have a school day tomorrow. I know you guys are like, oh man, I want to keep watching because we have a ton of viewers. I'm really sorry. I've been live for about 36 minutes and I can't just go for much longer because I will have to go. See, in Memphis, we just need this temperature to get lower. Yeah, true. But it really depends because this is just kind of really far out. I mean, if we look at the don't even take this seriously. Don't even take this look at all. I mean, this could be extremely inaccurate, but they're showing what crazy snow. And yeah, it's just that can be really inaccurate. So just don't take. Sorry, I'm coughing. Don't take this seriously because models always change. I mean, with this storm, they're changing all the time. I mean, like for this, I mean, like you said, Bryce, it's not shown for you. That's because models change. Wow, Bryce. Yeah, definitely showing that. For the 2-meter temperature Fahrenheit. Oh, this is funny. True. So I basically mentioned all the threats. We are most likely going to end this stream here, guys. I'm going to pull back up the SBC Storm Prediction Center's outlook. That was issued. Right in these areas here for the enhanced risk of severe weather. Alright, you're gonna go get in the shower. Bye. Okay. Lucky, yeah, you'll be watching. Okay. Okay, guys, make sure I might be able to make a video tomorrow. Depends. It depends if I'll be able to make a video tomorrow, but if I'm not able to, then don't get mad at me because I'm busy a lot, so. Yeah. Yeah, definitely showing this. Thanks, Savannah. Thanks. Yeah, definitely showing that enhanced risk of severe weather. So definitely something very concerning that we're going to be potentially looking at. I promise I will maybe do a live stream on a Tuesday for this coming severe weather threat. Probably will, to be honest, for Tuesday. So yeah. Thanks, Jonathan. I'm going to sign off here. Hope everybody did like this weather briefing. Typically when I'm live for a real stream on the severe weather potential threat or like what's actually going on, I do longer streams than this. But I couldn't, because this is just a briefing and there's not the full thing to really talk about. Yeah, hope everybody liked this stream. I hope everybody